our island to be declared as insurgency-free. And yet, maraming mga usapin. Kailangan lang natin ayusin ang tungkol sa kapayapaan kasi iba yung usaping ligmaan, iba rin yung usaping transitional justice system. Iba rin po yun na sa ngayon ay ang gobyerno, ang BARM, ang Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao ay nakikibaka din upang maiayos ang pagtingin dito na ang gobyerno ay merong maayos na serbisyo para sa lahat, lalo na sa Bangsamoro.
Ang sarap namang pakinggan, no? Like Mindanao, insurgency-free. I love that. Push natin yan, Kong Carlo. Yes! Commissioner Arvin, what are the documents that we are trying to inscribe here in this project? And just to be clear, we're really trying to inscribe the material or the paper po mismo, hindi yung peace process po, no?
Right, Sam. Yeah, so the project is, can you inscribe peace? Parang, is there a proof for peace, di ba? Para pag sa mong pruweba ng peace, ano mga pruweba? Yung sasabi ni Commissioner Carlo, syempre the peace and order should be there. That's first. No? And second, everyone has a sense of security. But this project, the Memory of the World, is there a living proof that there is an attempt for peace? Like, if you look at documents all over in our history, the Bible, for example, the Quran are all documents about peace. But in the recent time here in the Philippines, do you have an inscription or a document for peace? So the Memory of the World is a project by the United Nations, and they're looking for archives that are supposed to be the collective heritage of a people. So pamanang lahi siya. Then also Radio Veritas, we have also archives of Manuel Quezon during the war. Now to skip that, can we have something related to peace? And nung nag-usap kami ni Sir Carlo, HWL, also with the NCCA, meron. At napakaganda because it's right there in BARM. No? So, there's a proof. Kasi pag sabi mo, are we peace loving as Mindanaons? Ako din pala ay taga Mindanao, taga Davao po na may punto sa inyong tanan, may hapon sa inyong tanan. Kanaminaw, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Meron. At itong mga peace documents na ito, composed of treaties, no? Way back, no? At yung sinasabi natin treaty, yung Tripoli Agreement, na kung saan nagkaroon ng agreement between the government and of course, MNLF. So there is an attempt between the Moros and also of course the government that we should inscribe the peace process. So we're looking for that. Mamaya siguro si Professor Alvin can talk on the details kasi we had to find that document to prove, no? So these are not only the triple agreement but also the organic law for Bangsamoro and ending of course with BARM. So all of these documents, we want to show to the world, using the memory of the world, na in our generation, this is not only us, na kayong lahat, we had an attempt for peace. So sana ma-inscribe ito. Mahirap ha, hindi ito basta-basta. We're pushing for an international recognition. Why? Because involved dito, hindi lang ang Pilipinas, witness din ang other countries. No?
Like Indonesia and Malaysia. Inscribed in UNESCO. Ito yung between Pakistan and India. This will be the first time that in Southeast Asia, the Philippines is inscribing sa Memory of the World peace agreement. Yung nga sinasabi ni Commissioner Arvin, which started in Tripoli Agreement. Although, way back, maraming mga agreements ang mga nagawa ang Pilipinas. For example, the mother of this agreement is the Treaty of Paris. No? Alam na niyo yan. Pero hindi na natin mababalikan yun eh. But in the current times, there are 4 important agreements. Although there are a lot of agreements, including ceasefire agreements, ang dami nun, more than 100. But there are 4 important agreements. Ito yung Tripoli Agreements in 1976, signed between the MNLF and the Philippine government. Then we also have the final agreement, ang Indonesia. It was signed in Jakarta. Ang Indonesia ang nag-facilitate ito. Then we have the recent 2 agreements, which eventually, ito yung comprehensive and framework agreement, which eventually established the Bangsamoro Organic Law. So Pilipinas lang po nakagawa noon with all other countries attempting to install peace all of its negotiation. Yan, no? At tayo po ay kasama doon ang henerasyon natin. Tinitignan natin ang pag-unfold ng mga agreements na yan. Of course, the Mindanao society, ang Mindanao, Bangsamoro ay hindi rin perfecto katulad dito sa nararanasan natin sa Luzon, dito sa Maynila.
Several succeeding peace negotiations. So number one, it recognizes the Bangsamoro unique identity, the Muslims. And the second, it also paved the way for the crafting of self-governance. And the third one is it lead to the succeeding peace. So we all know that peace cannot be achieved in just one setting. So we will see that because of the 1976, and it was followed after almost, I think, 1976, 20 years, in 1996, nagkaroon ng final peace agreement, particularly with Moro National Liberation Front. Now, of course, it was not completed. There are some lapses. As we all know that, which every time we have a new president, there's always new policies. So continuity is very difficult to achieve. But something that we have to, again, we inscribe in this is because we want to show that despite of the challenges, the incompleteness, the Filipino people at large are very much committed to peace. And I keep saying that peace is a journey, it's not a destination. So, this is saying that if happiness is a choice, so does peace also.